All right, guys, welcome back to a MAK Capital update. A little bit back in the studio because it's 95 and windy out today, so just thought I'd shoot some stuff. But lots of happening in the markets themselves. Of course, you got Biden, Trump, Biden falling out, which is incredible and had to happen. But anyway, what's happening in the market right now is really interesting because you're seeing. I saw yesterday that the 10 and 2-year spread, this is the biggest reading for recessions out there, is literally down to like 900ths. Like it's closing the gap, meaning when it's usually closing the gap and it's a negative yield, meaning borrowing short-term money costs more than borrowing long-term money, which makes no sense. It just detects that there's a recession that's happening. And so now we're talking interest rate cuts. We're starting to get to the back side of the curve of the recession, or, the recession. We're starting to get to the bottom of it, meaning people are losing their jobs. Inflation's obviously starting to come in check. Things are only going to get worse here for the economy. And so with all that being said, you can really see the writing on the wall that interest rate cuts are going to be coming alive. They're baking in 2 this year. That's almost like 90+%. So we'll see what happens. Of course, it's a political year, so who knows? But the 10 and 2-year spread, I watch that yield all the time, and it's now climbing in the negative and it's shooting up positive. And that usually detects the recession, that we're in a recession right now. And it's likely to last probably through Q1, Q2. And I know this is kind of this has been the weirdest, softest landing ever. And again, with a political year, I don't think anything helps. They're still printing money like crazy. And obviously the debt is over $35 trillion now. So not good that way. But I do have an update for you. So that's what I see from the economy. The banks are willing to lend right now, though. I don't know what happened in May, early June. All of a sudden, the banks were tight. I could not get a deal done. I love to do a deal every quarter. I couldn't get anything done. I couldn't get lenders to give me some terms. And all of a sudden, though, I got term sheets like, hey, let's do some business. Hey, we got money. Hey, we're ready to go. So you can see that people are locking in their final CD rates of 4.5%, 5.5%. And I think people are doing that because they know when they go renew in 6 or 8 or 12 months, whatever they did sign for, that rate's probably not going to be there. That's probably going to have a 3 on it, and probably maybe going less in the future. So that tells me that interest rates they're detecting that they're going to drop, and they know where the economy is headed. So I have 2 new deals coming though, and I have one in South Dakota. That's a storage project. That one's near Sioux Falls area. If you're interested as an LP, we're looking for about $500,000 is all that's remaining in that deal. It's about a $10 million storage project. We're not really raising money for it, the traditional LP route. But if you want to be kind of a horse in the race, as far as a bigger LP for us and find the first source of these deals, text back the word or email me back the word or comment 500,000. I will reach out to you. If you think you can do 250, still reach out. I'm looking to keep this a very tight group. We're trying to make progress to get deals done faster. Took a while to fund Fargo Storage. I think that's just the economic time. But if you want to be kind of a horse for us in the future, not saying we're not giving an opportunity to all of our LPs, because I'm going to give you those opportunities. And I'm speaking about the second one here, which means I have the second deal, which is actually a rural North Dakota town where we're building 72 units. It is super subsidized. Of course, in North Dakota, we have this great bank called Bank of North Dakota that it's a state bank. It's there to incentivize rural housing and obviously get the economy going in North Dakota. But they're subsidizing this project like crazy. We're offering a 12 pref to those investors. If you're into depreciation and high cash flow and not really worried about the huge upside of exiting in 3 years, this could be a great project where you're going to earn a great return on your capital when CDs are starting to not pay. And the minimum's actually 100,000. We're half full already on that one. I think we have 500,000 remaining. So if you're not looking just for one big project of big upside on storage, you're willing to do some multifamily units that are super subsidized and is more of a depreciation play for you and a cash flow play, then just put in the word Grafton. And I'll see if I can get you into the project. We're currently funding that deal right now. So It's not in the portal. I get it. So I need you to click the link, schedule a call with me, and just say, I want you to identify what deal you're looking at, whether it's the 500K or the 100K. Again, I'll let Jen in the background try to decipher how she's going to do that. So, and then, let's see here. Okay, talking to the Grafton deal, basically, or I guess just talking about my deals overall. We got a storage deal in by Sioux Falls. We got a Grafton apartment project that we're funding right now, and I'm not doing them the traditional route that I've done before. So I'm just going to explain that in a minute, where it's just purely syndication. I'm not doing that because I think it's a little too slow in this economic times. I'm finding out that there's larger LPs that are willing to take action right now that really know what they want, right? And they want to be in with a smaller group. So that's why I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to offer more deals. We have another deal in South Dakota that's going to be coming in Rapid City. I know a few of you, some people have already committed to that project. So I appreciate you on that one. But these two deals are very good deals. I want to just jump on phone calls and run you through the deals. They probably won't come up on the portal. They will be handled by the portal, meaning you sign docs on there and get through, but it's probably going to be open and then close very soon. So I'm trying to give it some exclusivity to you, those that aren't just, looking at what we have available, but willing to get on the phone and are an actual LP and in the game right now. And if you're not, if you're sitting on $1 million plus of capital and it's just sitting in money markets, I'd be very hesitant to say that your money is going to be earning half of what it is this year, what it's going to earn next year. And so the people that pivot the quickest into real estate, which is honestly on that it's a lagging indicator, right? It lags behind the stock market. It lags behind your money market yields. But we press through this in the next 24, 36 months. I really think the real estate market's going to capitalize because so many people are looking for depreciation right now. So that's the way you see it. And we're building in the 7 to 9 cap area, which is higher than the interest rates that we're borrowing at again, right? We're getting our rates at 6.5, 6.75, 7%. It's hard to find that in today's market. I'm getting that. That means that we're getting, we're getting a cap. We're not reverse leveraging anything, right? If our cap rate is 9% and we're borrowing at 7 or 6.5, that's a good spread. That's a great spread. And like I said, these are class A, A minus assets. These are great assets to own long term. And so if you want to get in these projects, like I said, we have a 100K deal. That's a Grafton Apartments, 12 pref on that. Come with a bunch of depreciation. Also have another play if you're into luxury storage. I know a lot of you are. It's outside of Sioux Falls in South Dakota. We're a 7+ yield on cost on that project. And if you want to do a $500,000, we're looking for one investor, possibly two at 250. So if you are into 250, we might be able to do that. But we're literally closing this deal in 3 weeks. So the banking's done on both of these deals. Both these projects are 3 weeks away. You have to take action right now. And if you don't take a call or schedule a call with me, you're not going to get in. So appreciate you. I'll see you guys next week, and I'll give you an update on where these projects are at and if you can get into them before next week. But I assume that both of these are going to get covered very quickly. So see you guys next week.